Hello! So today I want to tell you about the game Temple Code from Lucky Duck Games. And this is a game that is from the same designer as Turing Machine. So it is a puzzle deduction game. And I tried this out at Gen Con last year and then picked it up at my friendly local game store. And this is a game that I really enjoy because you can play it solo or you can play it with up to 4 players. So in this game, you are going to have a card that is going to have 3 statues on it, and they're represented down here. So the goal is it will be facing out, so I won't actually see it. Obviously, there's a camera in front of me, so I know what I have. But this will be facing out, and this is what I'm trying to figure out. If I can figure out the order of my symbols, I get half a medallion. And if I can do it a second time, I get a full medallion, and I immediately win the game. So that is the goal, is to figure out what's on your card. However, if at any point I guess wrong, I lose this and all of my clue cards that I have amassed for it and must start again. So the way that this works is everyone's going to have a card in front of them. And then there's also going to be 2 cards flipped up in front of everybody. And then everybody gets their note sheet. Mine's laminated, of course, but you do get a big pack of them, so you don't have to laminate it. So on your turn, you are going to look at an opponent who has 2 cards in front of them, and you are going to choose one of them. So you're going to look at what their card is because you can see what they're guessing. And if it has a lot of the same symbols in the right spots, you probably want to take that card because whatever card's left, you get for yourself. So let's say I take this one from my opponent. And then what I do is I look for the arrow on my card and I line everything up. So what that is going to do is tell me information from this card about my card. So it's a little bit kind of hard to see, but you can see right here that the arrow is pointing at 2 blue dots. What does that mean? Blue dots mean that something on this card is in the correct position as my card. In this case, I got 2 of them. That's really, really good. So I know that 2 of these symbols are on my card and in that spot. What are the other things you could find out? You could have a red dot, 1 or 2 of them. And that would mean that a symbol that is present on this card is on your card but in the wrong spot. Or you could get a blank, which blank actually is one of my favorite things to get early on because that tells me that none of the symbols on this card are on my card. So then I know I can completely eliminate those from mine. But what I got is 2 blues. So it gives me this weird 8 symbol and then this one and then that one. Or you can do it by color. You could put red, blue, and orange. And that is 2 blue dots. Therefore, I know that 2 of these are in the correct spot. So at this exact moment, that doesn't tell me a lot. That's okay. I'm going to keep this card in front of me, and I'm going to use this information in as I gather more cards. So then someone comes around, and let's say they take one of my cards. So they take this one for themselves, which leaves me this one. So you're also getting to play when it's not your turn. So now I'm going to line this one up, and this gave me a blue and a red. So then we're going to go with the egg. I don't know if those are their actual names. And the 8. And that gave me a blue and a red. So I am thinking that this spider-looking thing is in the right spot right there. That's a deduction that I'm making. And then I'm going to guess that the 8 was also in the right position. And so then I would also know that the egg is not on my card because I don't have information about that. And the little hat is not on my card. So now I only need to figure out one more thing. Let's see if I'm actually correct. Red. But so far my deduction is correct. So this is what I would have going on, and I would keep going until I figure out that 3rd symbol. Using deduction, you want to figure it out as quickly as possible, but this is where I said, if I were to then make a guess. So let's say I said, I think my first one is the red 8, I think my second one is the blue spider, and I think my third one is the pink fish. It is not. So that's where I would lose all of this information, and I would start with a new card. So you do not want to guess incorrectly, because the first person to 2 points wins. And you can guess at any point, because since someone is taking a card on their turn and leaving you with a card, you don't have to just wait and deduce and give your guess on your turn. You can give your guess at any point during the game. And as soon as someone has 2 correct, the game ends immediately. You can also play this solo, where you're going to go through the deck, drawing those 2 cards, picking one, and trying to get as many cards correctly as you can by the time the deck runs out. So it's really fun to play solo as well. So Temple Code, I think, is an incredible deduction game. It is great solo. It is great with other people. It is a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. Have you played it? What do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.